Good morning, true crime friends. How you doing? Listen, we have a lot to get caught up on today. There are many cases I need to give you an update on. But you know what you need to do? First, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share these videos. We are so close to 20,000 subscribers. What are we going to do to celebrate? Oh my goodness. Also, find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky, and a teeny little bit on TikTok. I really do not enjoy TikTok. Anyway, look, our first update. Hannah Gutierrez Reed. Y'all remember Hannah Gutierrez Reed? Listen, Hannah was convicted last year in the unfortunate unaliving of, what's her name? Helena Hutchinson. Hannah Gutierrez Reed was working down there on the set of Alec Baldwin's movie, Rust, some Western. It was taking place out in, I don't know, big sky country. Oh, New Mexico. It was beautiful scenery. And Miss Hannah was spending all of her time smoking the Mary Jane. Child, I'm old. She was smoking the marijuana, which is now legal, but I don't think at that time was, at least not in New Mexico. Anyway, she was enjoying that and some of the finer narcotics of the New Mexico area. And she didn't have time to make sure she brought the right bullets and stuff. So she had a bunch of dummy bullets, and then she accidentally brought some real bullets to set. Allegedly. I don't know. She says she didn't do it. They said she did do it. But you know what she was supposed to do? She was supposed to check every single bullet to make sure it was not a real bullet. And she was like, I have a whole system where I keep them in my pockets. I have some in my right pocket and some in my left pocket and some in my fanny pack. Or where are the other ones? I think she had some in her shoe, her sock, her bra. I don't know. She had bullets all over the place. Girl was a whole mess. Plus, she was only like 25 years old or something like that. And she was like, my dad is a famous armorer in Hollywood. And so therefore, aren't I a famous armorer because he raised me? Yo. And raised is what he did. He raised her. Now, did he father her? Unsure. Look, now you know I love to tell tales out of school. Word on these true crime streets is that Hannah's mama, we talked a lot about Hannah's mama during the course of that trial. Hannah's mama had a baby while she was with Phil Reed. And I say it that way because she had the baby while she was with Phil Reed. Phil ain't father that baby. At least that's what the streets are saying. Now, if they were together and he claimed her as his daughter, that is fine. Ain't none of my business. Was Hannah's mama out here dropping it low and spreading it wide? I don't know. I was not there. I have not run a paternity test. But word on the Hollywood streets is that they needed, it was a Jerry Springer situation, and Phil was not the father. But, and however, you don't have to be a biological father to love somebody and take good care of them. And he loved her a real lot, and he took really good care of her. Now, did he teach her to be responsible and keep track of bullets? No, he was too busy for that. But anyway, Hannah was down there. She's like, oh my gosh, I get to be an armorer for the very first time, and I'm in charge of all the pew shoot 'em up weapons. And then she somehow let a live bullet get on the set of the movie, and she turned like what was supposed to be a prop pew into a deadly weapon. So when Alec angled it around to the camera during the course of a rehearsal and slowly cocked the trigger and fired it, in my opinion, a piece of lead flew out and unfortunately unalived poor Helena Hutchinson. May she rest. What a terrible situation. And so Hannah was like, what, me? And she acted like she was real innocent the whole trial. And listen, there's a whole Hannah Gutierrez Reed playlist. Oh, I will link it in the description box of this video, honey, because that trial was something to behold. And the whole time I was just like, she seems real stupid and stuff, but she does not seem criminal. Justice for Hannah. And then we got Hannah's jail phone calls. Hannah's a whole trash bag. I'm just saying, like, she does not seem like a nice, upstanding person. She was doing better when she was shutting up. Now, did she have the most gorgeous mugshot we have ever seen? Yes, she looked like a cover girl. When she was on like the set of that movie, she looked like Big Bird. Yellow hair, purple hair, looking all crazy, all discombobulated, hung over high with a migraine. Child, she was a mess. But at trial, I was like, ooh, a beachy wave. I just feel like it's such injustice when all this gorgeous hair goes to prison. But if you out here unaliving people, child, you and your gorgeous hair gonna take you behind down to the prison and you gonna serve your time. And then Hannah was like, hit me with your best shot. I can go to prison. And the judge was like, bisque, thick, creamy soup. Because, you know, I don't call people out their name here on YouTube. He was just like, bisque, you going to jail because you were real irresponsible. And she took her behind to jail. And then Hannah's trash mama. Now listen, I would not say that Hannah's mama was trash if she did not behave like trash. Hannah's mama was over there threatening to beat the behind of the prosecutor in the bathroom at the courthouse. Ma'am, you are a senior citizen. How are you over here threatening to beat people up in the bathroom? That is some trailer park behavior. That is a Jerry Springer situation. Oh, right. You had to go to Jerry Springer to find out if Belle Reed was actually the daddy. Okay, got you. I see you, girl. Now, Hannah's mama is free in these streets and she real reckless. So we're not going to say much more about her, but I may or may not have made a video about Hannah's mama and her whole ridiculousness. Anyway, also, girl, if you're going to be on camera, run a brush through your hair. Not Hannah's mama, because child. Anyway, so Hannah went to prison, and it was during that trial. Now, listen, don't ever let anybody tell you we do not learn important lessons from these trials. It was during that trial, the state of New Mexico versus Hannah Gutierrez Reed, that we discovered you can name your cell phone. Oh, yes. My phone used to say Kathy's iPhone. That was the name of it. Hannah taught us something very important. Number one, check all the bullets. Number two, you can rename your phone. You want to know what she named hers? Something classy. You know it's something classy. She named her phone Gorilla Grip Pussy Pal. I was like, oh, we just out here with the GGPP. Oh, okay. I'm old, child. I had to Google what that meant. And I had to cover ALEXA's ears because I didn't want her to think poorly of me. Anyway, so GGPP got sentenced to 18 months in prison. She did just over a year. And now she's out here in these free streets, batten down the hatches. Hide your weed, hide your guns, because this child's free. But she's down there in Mexico, New Mexico, California, wherever she lives. She's still on probation because she did bring a pew-pew into a bar and hide it in her butt crack. You got a butt crack gun? What that gun smell like? I have questions. Did she use Lumi before she slipped it down? Y'all, I can't. In other trash bag news, Sherri Papini is out with a new documentary. Now, look, maybe you're saying to yourself, Sherri Papini, why do I know that name? Don't you worry. A year ago, I did a video about Sherri Papini as well. And I looked it up this morning. I was like, I feel like I did a video about this crazy lady. Yes, I did a video called Law and Heffa, the Sherri Papini story. Again, I will link it in the description box of this video. Roll your mind back. Sherri Papini, petite little blonde white lady with blue eyes, that matters in just a minute. It's like, I'm a little ticklish of the brain and my husband is not treating me right. I think I'll go for a jog. So she goes for a jog and she gets kidnapped. She pretends to be kidnapped by two Mexican women. Oh, I'm glad she threw in an all-purpose minority. She's just like, what minority? Okay, there are Mexican Americans around here. I'll just say it was them, because why not? Heffa. Anyway, so she included an all-purpose minority in her story of like, oh, I was kidnapped. I don't know what happened. And her husband was worried and everybody was just like wringing their hands and whatever. And then after 3 weeks on Thanksgiving Day, she shows back up, right? And she's just like, oh, I'm free. Look, I was tied up and I was branded on my back and there are scars and stuff on me. And everybody was like, oh my goodness, she got returned. Where are the all-purpose minorities who kidnapped you? And she's like, I don't know. I can't remember. But in all of her videos where she was interviewed by the sheriff and stuff, she was smiling and flirting and giggling. Hey, how you doing? Look at all this attention I'm getting. Oh my goodness. And then after a couple of years, several years went by with her getting all the extra attention, which really is her drug of choice. She was just like, the FBI was like, hey, Heffa, come here. You have the right to remain silent. And so she was like, what? Me? Oh my goodness. Oh me. Oh my. This is terrible. And so she confessed that, I may have made up the kidnapping thing because my husband was not paying enough attention to me. Now, she didn't say it was because her husband was not paying enough attention to her, but I have highly sensitive recording devices on my face. They called my eyes. Heffa, I see you. I see you. Anyway, I done talked my throat dry. Please hold. So Miss Sherri shows back up. The FBI was like, we never thought you was kidnapped, Heffa. Go on and wear these nice silver bracelets and take your behind on over to jail. Because when she was like, oh, I'm a victim, I need some victim funds, she got herself some money and she spent it all up on therapy and new shoes. I don't know what she got. But the state of California was like, no, what you're not going to do is that. Play with our money? No, it is the government's job to waste money, not yours. And so they sent her to prison for a little piece of time. Her husband divorced her. Her kids don't want to talk to her. And then she was just like, okay, I'm free again. But I found a new hot boyfriend. Okay. Is he ticklish of the brain like you? Because she real ticklish of the brain. I feel like this lady needs to spend some very good quality time in the nervous hospital. Is she doing that? Oh, no. She's out here on my TV and yours. She has a new documentary out where she's like, I'm going to tell the truth. See, also, Sherri Papini is known for being a lying-ass liar. So I'm like, okay. What you gonna say, girl? Oh, they paid you some cash money to come up here and spend fanciful tales for us. Okay. So the nice people down to the Max, Cinemax, they used to be Cinemax, HBO Max. They keep changing their name, child. I can't keep up. But over there on my Max app, they're like, we got this documentary out and we're going to make us some nice money from a crazy lady. We're going to give her a little bit, but mostly Max is like, we're just going to get a whole big truck of money. And I was like, this is terrible. I will not support this after I'm done watching it. Because you know I'm going to watch it, right? Mostly because I'm nosy and I enjoy other people's business. So I can report it to you live. You know what I'm saying? So I have started watching the Sherri Papini documentary. There are 4 parts of it out. You could go watch it now. This is not an advertisement for this evil lying-ass Heffa. I'm just telling you what happened. So all 4 parts of the Sherri Papini documentary are out. And I will be sitting down with my friend Paul from Reporting Live from My Sofa. Oh, yes. Me and Paul will be gossiping live from our sofa on Sunday evening, like 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about this trash bag. We're going to talk about all 4 parts and how much garbage we think she is. And what new lie has she come up with? Because the one thing we can count on Miss Sherri for is making up something wild and creative and not even truth adjacent. Okay, at this point, we don't expect truth from Sherri. You want a real nice fairy tale? You want to listen to something and be like, oh, I think I need like a shower or a cream or something from hearing all her lies. Spray your lie repellent on and then just go on and sit and enjoy the doc. That's what I plan to do. And then I plan to sit down. Maybe I'll get me some popcorn, a good cup of coffee or something, and have a little kiki with our girlfriend Paul, and we're going to talk about it. Right. Okay, so I have a very important announcement. Friends, I have notoriously ardently refused to follow the, what's the child's name? I had to write it down. Karen Reed. I have not followed her case because I don't like anybody in that case. I don't care if she did it. I don't care if she didn't do it. I think everybody in that case is trash. Everybody has behaved poorly. Everybody in that case, in my opinion, is terrible. And please don't get in my comments and say, Karen Reed is factually innocent. To that I say, so? I don't care. Not humanly possible for me to care less. But, and however, because I am a part of true crime reporting, true crime gossip, I feel like I should know a little tiny bit of something about different cases. So to educate myself, I've been dropping in on different people who cover this case. I've been dropping in on Brandy Churchwell. Good morning, Brandy. Oh, y'all know I love me, Miss Brandy. I've been dropping in on EDB, Emily D. Baker. I've been dropping in on Melanie Little. Good morning, Melanie. How you doing, girl? Oh, I love Melanie Little so much. And so I'm like, I know a little bit about this case, but I never stay for more than like 10 minutes because I'm just like, all this get on my nerves. Everybody's doing a deep dive and I have zero desire to dive deep with this lady. So I've made an important decision. When the Karen case wraps up, however it wraps up, please know I don't care how it ends. I just don't. Is she guilty? Is she not guilty? Is it another hung jury? Either way, I don't care. I will do one video that will encapsulate the whole case. Oh, I'm going to cut the fat out, child. I'm going to give you the quick and dirty. This what happened. A lady did or didn't do whatever, and then some people did whatever they did, and now she free in these true crime streets, or she up in jail. Child, I don't know. See, also, I don't care how it works out. Here's the thing, though. The problem that I've run into is that because I don't know anything about the case, I don't know how to describe it, right? So I need a tutor to give me just like the quick and dirty. I don't want to know like, oh, in what part of the video did they do the whatever? I don't care. So I've gotten the best tutor I could find. You know who I got? I got Auntie Deb. Auntie Deb is coming to Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Jimmy, me and her gonna get together on Friday night. Yes, we're gonna get together in a live stream where I am tutored on the Karen Reed case. Please know, this will be a fact-free zone. Y'all know I don't like facts. F-A-C-T-S. Nah, I'm not about that life. I want facts. F-A-X. The stuff you heard down to the CVS. What you hear at the Piggly Wiggly while you were squeezing the melons. That's all I want to know. I want to know the quick and dirty. I want to know people's dirty secrets, and I want to know their gossip, but not too much of them because I have a short attention span, boo-boo. I don't have time for all of that. I don't have that kind of free time. So I will do a live stream this Friday, whatever day Friday, whatever. I don't know the date. It's May something. This Friday, 5:30 after work, Eastern. I'm going to get together with Auntie Deb and we're going to talk Karen Reed. I'm going to get educated on Karen Reed. And then once that case wraps up, I'm going to do one video to wrap up the whole thing once and for all. So if you have not been following Karen Reed like I have not been following Karen Reed, me and you about to be in the same boat. We going to get it all the way together. Okay, so look. I have other things to get done this morning. I have to go take a shower. I have meetings. I have all these other things going on. But listen, I hope you're all caught up. You're welcome for your morning news announcement. You don't even have to go watch the Today Show now because now you know everything there is to know. I'm sure there's stuff happening in the world and with the government and politics and in money and in the weather. You don't need to know none of that. Child, it's just going to bring you down. Look, like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, and don't forget to join me for those 2 upcoming live streams this weekend. One on Friday night with Auntie Deb and one on Sunday night with Paul. We're going to be gossiping live from our sofa. I will see you next crime. Bye.